Hello. I didn't see you there despite setting up the camera and hitting record myself. My name is Jacob Reinhold, and today I'm here to answer one question. Why do we tell stories? Now, at a glance, this seems like a question that's way too complex to ever fully answer, but through plenty of independent research, I've been able to come to a conclusion that I think can satisfy everyone just a little teeny weeny bit. In my opinion, the reason we tell stories is to express ourselves. Think about it. Every story that's ever been created was a complex combination of the author's beliefs, life experiences, and opinions. Take the novel Metro 2033, for example, which is set in a post-apocalyptic Russia. In this book, the main conflict stems from a humanity trying to avoid extinction in a world that no longer needs them. The mere notion that humanity could destroy itself with nuclear weapons is a testament to the author's opinions and mindset. Even if another author wanted to write a novel in a similar setting, it would most likely end up extremely different, simply because of how different that author is as a person. Your art simply reflects who you are, whether you like it or not. Another great example of expression through stories comes from comedy. The way that somebody chooses to deliver comedy is one of the most potent forms of self-expression there is. Take the podcast Dragons in Places. This is a podcast where a group of friends play Dungeons and Dragons together, and are literally just having a good time while they do it. Dungeons and Dragons is a game all about creating your own story in a world where anything is possible. So have a sample of the kind of story that's in this podcast.
And you saw exactly where it landed to very swiftly get over there and just scoop that wand up.
Hells yeah.
It's wet, so be careful.
I try to...
Oh, that's a good
Slippery.
point. Dry it off with your...
I go... to like,
You shake it off real fast.
Yeah. And then I pointed at the formerly wand-holding orc, and I go...
Say one-liner, like
and
you drop this.
Oh yeah, no.
Well,
and
pun about lightning.
And then I go, shocking, isn't it?
Yes!
Yeah!
Do you see what I mean? The way they talk, the things they find funny, the jokes they decide to tell, everything about this podcast oozes self-expression. And like I said before, this extends to all forms of comedy, whether it's stand-up or even in a movie. Up until now, I've mainly focused on fiction, but self-expression can be in the form of non-fiction as well. If you decide that you want to educate people on a specific subject, the subject you choose is another form of expressing yourself. Take Griffin Pizzuti's research paper about quantum mechanics. The fact that he not only found such a topic interesting, but wanted to educate others too, says a lot about him as a person. Similarly, David Owen's book, The World's 50 Greatest Battles, is a book about battle strategy throughout history. Him finding these things so interesting as to write a book on it is self-expression at its peak. If it doesn't come bursting out of you in spite of everything, don't do it. If you have to sit for hours staring at your computer screen or hunched over your typewriter searching for words, don't do it. When it is truly time, it will do it by itself, and it will keep on doing it until you die or it dies in you. There is no other way, and there never was. That's an excerpt from Charles Bukowski's poem, So You Want to Be a Writer. I recited it here because I really feel like it encapsulates everything I've been trying to explain so far. Storytelling isn't something separate from the storyteller. It's an extension of them. Like the poem hints at, good storytelling comes naturally because we don't have to invent it or create it, but because it's already a part of us. That's why I can say confidently that we tell stories to express ourselves. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Now, I want to make sure that you smash that like button. If you want to be reminded of my future uploads, hit that subscribe button. And I want you to ring that bell so that you're notified on your phone whenever I upload a new video. Now also make sure that you support me on Patreon for free bonuses like immortality until you die and a crisp high five.